To the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellum and Greg Anthony. The Nets will look to their home court advantage, just one game here in Brooklyn, and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. They can only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Yeah, you know, these are 2 rival teams that will see each other a fair amount this season. We'll see which team can tip it off with a win.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So the Bulls 5 right now. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Butler teamed with Dunleavy on the perimeter. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. Gasol no good.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer, was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Now here's Johnson after the miss from Pau Gasol. In transition, here come the Bulls. Rose has got the ball. Shot's good.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
The Nets on offense. Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clark, he came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
Here's Butler after Joe Johnson's score. Rose gets the bucket.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Ellington. Young sets a screen for Jack. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Lopez. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul.
Watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing the number of Clark ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch. Back to the basket moves, facing up, makes free throws. Good offensive rebounder, capable passer. He just makes things happen.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And talking about Lopez, he does clean the glass on the offensive end. He was 12th in offensive rebounds last year. However, he was 44th in defensive rebounds. That's one important area he definitely has to work on.
You know, getting back to Lopez, how good is it to have a guy with his offensive package also be a near top 10 shot blocker for you? That's what he was last season and several seasons before that. He's an all-star talent if he can just stay on the court and stay healthy.
Now here's Johnson. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
They now take the lead. Butler's got his first bucket in this one.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
The feed to Johnson. Passes to Young. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Rose against Jack. Rose passes to Gasol. To the paint, here's Butler, and he stops it. What a pass to set him up.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Now here is Jack. Lopez sets a screen for Jack. Joe Johnston on the wing. Pass to Lopez. Stolen by Noah. Now here's Rose. The fast break opportunity. Takes it from 10. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free.
A terrific play right there. Great strength to finish.
How it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Now here's Johnson. Young, a screen on Butler. Lopez, a screen. Johnson kicks to Lopez. Noah with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah. And Brooklyn has possession. 4-point game. Lopez. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Lopez has got 6. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. There's the pick. Rose against Jack. Butler on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. He kicks it to Dunleavy. Fades back. Rebounded by the Nets.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Johnson can't hit.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
To the inside, here's Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 3rd assist on the night.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
The Nets shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
Bulls have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Kicks it to Gasol. Here's Dunleavy. Feeds it to Butler. Ellington grabs the miss.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
That gives them the lead. Johnson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Now here's Butler. He's got 7. Gasol goes in. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Young. Lets the 3 fly. And there's Joe Johnson on the assist from Jack. Jack's got 3 assists tonight. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Bargnani's checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Rose against Jack. Outside Rose. Here's Gasol. The rebound by Brook Lopez. The Nets with the lead. On the wing, Johnson. From the arc. Here's Bargnani. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the 2nd effort.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Rose. He's got 5. And Gasol now top of the key. Left side, Butler. Gasol kicks to Butler. And again, Chicago. No good. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Bargnani down low. Working on Gibson. No good from Bargnani.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And it's Lopez at the elbow. Bargnani. Back to Bargnani. Goes up the baseline, and he gets the bucket. Bargnani's got his second bucket of the night.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Rose can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 6. Left side, Jack. That's tipped. And here is Butler. He has 7 and stolen by Ellington. Mike Dunleavy is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Donald Sloan comes in for Jarrett Jack. Chicago also making some changes. Mirotic comes in for Dunleavy. And it's Brooks in for Rose. Johnson, the pass to Robinson. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
The Bulls making a switch here. Snell's checked in. Offensive rebound. Ellington lays it up and banks it in.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
Now here is Mirotic. And again, no good by Chicago.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Shots good from Bargnani. And now a 10-point Nets lead.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
The Bulls have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first.
And injuries once again were a central theme of the Bulls season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And for the Bulls and injuries, a lot of teams plan for these type of things. There's only so much Clark can do to mitigate losing your starting backcourt.
But I tell you, great respect and admiration for the Bulls for how they fought through the difficulty. I mean, their front court did what they could. The injuries, once again, I thought turned the Bulls from championship contenders to just a playoff team.
And Gibson kicks to Snell. Mirotic dishes to Brooks. Sinks the triple. Brooks has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Johnson with a screen on Brooks. And Sloan kicks to Robinson. Here's Johnson. Mirotic grabs the miss.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Brooks with it. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Brooks, the pass to Gasol. Here's Snell. Shot clock at 5. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Now it's just a 3-point Nets lead. Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Sloan dishes to Bargnani. Pass to Johnson. Johnson draws the double. Over to the wing. Here's Sloan. Brooks. Covering, and he uses the glass on the layup. Sloan's got his first points in this one. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the middle, stolen by Robinson. 2 on none, no one back to stop this. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Nets have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
2 shots.
That one misses.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Now here's Gibson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And Mirotic kicks to Snell. Clock at 4, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Brooklyn Bond.
Nets leading by 6. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. There's a screen by Robinson. Sloan passes to Johnson. To the paint. Here's Bargnani. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4 of 5.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And last season he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it.
And Nets head coach Lionel Hollins known for his no-nonsense style.
I told them all, you can joke with me, you can laugh at me. I'm not perfect. You'll see.
I still don't think that Coach Hollins is anyone to be trifled with, and I think the Net players would agree with me on that one.
Oh, yes, I know they've got that one figured out. And I do, too, as a matter of fact. The last thing anybody on the team better be doing is laughing at Lionel Hollins. Just ask Darren Williams.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
We've got Hollis Jefferson. Jarrett Jack is out there with Wayne Ellington. Then it's Young, and it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the Nets 5.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Dunleavy kicks it to Noah. Noah the screen. That's a 2 from Butler. And Noah with the slam.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
And the shot is good. 6 points here for Thaddeus Young.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Noah the screen. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. That's 10 points for Jimmy Butler.
How about that screen by Noah?
Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
And guys, when you talk about Thaddeus Young, last year was another solid season for him. Excellent job finishing around the rim as usual. Solid rebounding numbers, but still trying to improve his consistency from the 3. He started the season strong in that department and kind of fell off a bit.
Whoa! Nasty. Major league big boy throwdown. Right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Now here's Ellington, defended by Butler. And it's Lopez penetrating. 4 on the clock, and it's laid up and in by Young. Young's got 8 points.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
And, you know, defense isn't done until you finish it off with the rebound. It's like the period at the end of a sentence. That's where they have to improve. Nets
leading by 9. Now Ellington. And Jack, here we go. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Chicago calls timeout.
Coach can't be pleased with their inconsistency on the defensive glass. They've been caught taking pictures out there. They're watching, as opposed to getting in there and securing the orange.
Here's Butler. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Here's Young, and Gibson sends it back. And Butler, here we go.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
2 shots.
And so Butler nails both of them.
And last season, the Nets made sure nobody went off against them. They would lose games, but they did a great job of limiting an opposing star from taking over.
Lopez dishes to Ellington. Shot clock at 6. Back to Lopez. No good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Well, as you mentioned with the Nets, they limited takeover games. Set an NBA record, in fact, Clark, by allowing the fewest 30-point scores against them.
Yeah, you know, only Harden and Lillard were able to get 30 points against the Nets. As you said, the first team to allow so few in a complete NBA season. Going back to 99, the strike-shortened season, the Knicks did it as well.
Now here's Rose. He has 7. No high post. There's the dish to Dunleavy. Gibson with the screen on Jack. Rose kicks to Gibson. All alone. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Jack with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. And Jack, here we go. To the inside. Gibson with the steal. And there's the pass to Butler. Here's Rose. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Here's Lopez. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Chicago. Gibson passes to Dunleavy. Hollis
in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Here's Jack, and Gibson sends it back. Lopez with the steal. The shot's good from Ellington. Ellington's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
Lopez ended up coming off the bench for the Nets for a stretch last season. There was a lot of debate, Clark, if that was the right role for him.
Kevin, clearly there were differing opinions because as soon as it happened, every GM called Brooklyn up to see if Lopez was available.
Rose dishes to Gasol. He feeds it to Butler. Rose gets a wide open look. That doesn't go either for Rose. Brooklyn leading by 8. Outside Jack. Lopez a screen. 6 to shoot. Ellington from outside. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Dunleavy kicks to Gasol. Another shot, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Young. Johnson, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Dishes it to Sloan. Puts it up from 17. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Gasol a screen. Here's Snell to the paint. And Gasol with the dunk.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Bargnani kicks to Johnson. High, arcing shot, and it's good on the layup. Johnson's got 9.
Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Gasol passes to Snell. Gibson the screen. Here's Snell. Ellington defending. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Hey, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Bargnani kicks to Johnson. He dishes it to Ellington. They get it back. Back to Johnson. Goes up again. And he gets the jumper to drop. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Brooks outside. In the corner, Snell with it. There's the feed to Gasol. Snell dishes to Brooks. Gibson passes to Gasol. Bargnani grabs the board. Bargnani's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Johnson the screen. And Sloan kicks to Johnson. Gasol with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
Robinson passes to Johnson. The 10-footer. And it's Johnson again missing. Bulls trail by 3. Brooks dishes to Snell. Brooks outside. Passes it to Mirotic. Clock at 6. And the call will go against Thomas Robinson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Brooks outside. Pass to Mirotic. Poked away. Stolen by Robinson.
Good defensive instincts on display there.
From 8. And there's Bargnani on the assist by Johnson. Bargnani's got 10 points.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
You have to love the newest stadium in the NBA here at Barclays. Very state-of-the-art. outstanding facility.
Yeah, the Nets have a nice home here. I bet they wish they were stronger here at home. Finished under 500 last season with a record of 19-22.
Johnson right side. There's a minute left in the second quarter. Mirotic grabs the miss.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Gasol kicks to Brooks. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got his 4th assist in this one.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Bargnani passes to Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Off the screen, and Mirotic throws it down.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Nets lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out there on the basketball floor here for the new season ahead?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Great to have you back, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be breaking down so far a compelling matchup at Barclays Center tonight. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes
just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, and he's the ringleader of their offense. And what we saw in that first half with his ability to keep everybody involved is the reason why they're playing well.
And that's just the thing. I mean, he knows how to share the sugar. He makes sure everybody gets a touch, and that keeps the offense balanced and productive.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's Rose in at the point guard. Screen by Young. Here's Lopez. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Noah's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Butler goes in and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Johnson kicks to Jack. And Young, here we go, cannot hit. Some solid defense from Gasol. The Bulls leading by 4. Kicks it to Butler. Three-pointer. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Johnson outside. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. For Brooklyn, they had made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And so he hits the technical free throw. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. It's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah. Here's Jack, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Jack's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Lopez with the steal, and the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Young sets a screen for Jack. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago leading by 4 and stolen by Ellington. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Rose. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Brooklyn. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Bulls always seem to be tough on the road, and last season no different. They would end with 23 road wins on the year.
And that number was good enough for the second most in the East. Unlike shooting, it's very hard for defenses to go cold, and that's why the Bulls have been so good on the road.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Rejected by Young.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half. With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw up off the floor after that one, guys.
Rose kicks it to Noah. Inside, here's Dunleavy, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Thaddeus Young. Watching Mike Dunleavy Jr., he's simply the mark of consistency. We know he's in his mid-30s, but you know exactly what you're going to get out of him every season. I think Tom Thibodeau, last year's Chicago coach, really admired that and loved it.
It's so funny watching Mike Dunleavy Jr. play. I remember when his dad coached me when I was with Portland, and he was a little kid running around, and all of a sudden he's become this great NBA player. But you're right, though. He's made himself into a valuable asset in terms of the role he's been given for the Bulls.
Clock at 4. Here's Jack. No good. That would have tied it.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Talking about Dunleavy, boy, I tell you, he was playing at a high level already by his second season in the league. Practically every statistic across the board matches up since then. And that's over a decade later.
And Jack, here we go.
And getting back to Dunleavy's consistency here in his later years, he's one of those guys who has really ramped up the nutrition. He's hitting the weight room. I could make the case that he was a tougher, better player last year, especially on defense, than at any other time in his career. And no doubt last season the Bulls were clearly preparing for the playoffs. They played their rookies but added a lot of playoff seasoned veterans to that roster.
And Noah with the slam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. As you mentioned, the Bulls added veteran leaders last season. Pau Gasol was the notable one. 11 Bulls, Clark, had playoff experience prior to their postseason run a season ago.
And that's invaluable, Kevin, to have that kind of experience. I mean, having Gasol, a two-time champion in the locker room, big, as is having almost a dozen guys who understand the intensity and the details that playoff basketball requires.
Young with no one around. And the Nets miss again. The Bulls leading by 5. Feeds to Dunleavy. Gasol a screen. Dunleavy kicks to Gasol. Down low, Noah. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Screen by Young. Pass to Johnson. The 11-footer. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Johnson's got 15 points. Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to Cleveland. Gasol, a screen on Jack. Rose kicks to Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 6 assists here tonight.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Jack dishes to Young. He kicks it to Lopez. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
Noah the screen. 3-pointer, Butler, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
The Bulls leading by 8. And here's Rose. He's got 13. To the middle. Gasol passes to Dunleavy. Back to Gasol. Unloads from 13. No good. Good defensive work there by Young. Outside. Jack. Inside. Rejected by Gasol. Outside Butler. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Now the dish to Jack. To the paint. Here's Lopez. And Gasol sends it back. Outside Rose. There's the pass to Dunleavy. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Dunleavy's got 4 points in the quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Bargnani has checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Young. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Hollis Jefferson. Chicago also making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Iritic comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. The Bulls leading by 11. Brooks kicks to Gasol. He feeds it to Butler. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Johnson dishes to Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. Shot's good from Bargnani. Bargnani's got 12.
Great shot. Had to fade back, but he still managed to drain it.
Brooks with it. He's got 5. Here's the screen. Outside Gasol. Outside Butler. Three-pointer. Jack with the defensive effort. Nets trail by 11. Johnson, the pass to Sloan. Dishes it to Robinson. Johnson against Gibson. Johnson outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Mirotic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Brooks kicks to Gasol. He dishes it to Butler. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Joe Johnson picks one up. Well, what a season it was for Mirotic last year. Came on stronger for the Chicago Bulls. Continued to improve. Effective in the playoffs. Really a joy to watch in his first year.
And interesting, so much hype going into the season was about Dougie McDermott.
Yes.
And whether or not he was going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. It ended up being Mirotic. Most years, he could have walked away with that award. Nice touch there near the hoop.
The Bulls leading by 11. Now Brooks. He has 5. Brooks setting a pick for Gasol. Gibson the screen. 5 to shoot. Gibson with the screen on Johnson. Brooks from outside. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The feed to Ellington. Pick by Bargnani. Now here's Ellington. 6 points for him. 5 on the clock. Leans from outside, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
For Mirotic, he was most valuable late in games, guys. From March on, he led the league in fourth quarter points per game.
Well, you can't give him that kind of a position in the post.
Oh, without question. I mean, when he gets it in that tight and that close, that's easy. Real easy.
Ellington kicks to Sloan. Bargnani has screen on Brooks. Passes it to Bargnani. Shoots from 12. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Free throw, good Butler. And so Butler nails both of them. Nets trail by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Joe Johnson on the wing. Picked by Bargnani. Johnson attacking. Pass to Bargnani. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th assist in the game.
And for that note about Mirotic, in the fourth, he outscored LeBron and Westbrook that month. That's impressive for any player, much less a rookie.
Great open look there. And that's 13 points for Pau Gasol.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Johnson from outside, and it's Chicago with the rebound.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Brooks with no one around. His three-pointer is off the mark. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Sloan dishes to Bargnani. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
The first one falls.
At the line for 2.
And Bargnani drops them both. And here's Brooks from outside. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Bulls. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Nets trail by 14. Brook Lopez is out there with Bargnani. Then there's Wayne Ellington. Then it's Jarrett Jack. And it's Young in at the 3 slot. So that's the Nets 5. Fires for 3. Let's keep it alive. That drops. 16 points for Brook Lopez.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
And it's Rose penetrating to the wing on the left. Mirotic passes to Snell. Outside Rose. Kicks it to Dunleavy. Fires the 3. The rebound by Young. Young's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Bargnani sets the screen for Jack. Some solid defense from Rose.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Bargnani with the ball. Now guarded by Mirotic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Bargnani. The Bulls leading by 14. To the right side. Rose. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Rose against Jack. And Mirotic sends it back. And they're able to recover. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Four on the shot clock. Jack inside the line, and it's Jack again missing. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Ellington kicks to Lopez. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Lopez has got 4 points this quarter. The Bulls leading by 14. Rose attacking, and the layup is good.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
The Nets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Jack against Rose. Young dishes to Ellington. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Taj Gibson's checked in for Mirotic.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
Here's Young. They set the pick. Feeds it to Ellington. 5 to shoot. Good on the three-point shot.
In the first half, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes. But finding themselves down now, they've started to cast up a lot more triples.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Gibson the screen. Launches it. And there's Rose on the assist by Dunleavy. And that's 20 points for Derrick Rose.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, But, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Lopez with the steal. That is good. Lopez has got 20.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Here's Gibson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And, you know, guys, Taj Gibson now is 6 full seasons in the NBA, already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21, played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And again, no good by Chicago. Here we go, one-on-one. Gibson with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Snell. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Snell's got 4 this quarter.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Jack against Rose, and Jack, here we go, takes it from 10. That one off the back iron and out.
And, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Noah, the pass to Gibson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Brook Lopez. And for most of his career, Taj Gibson has been a tremendous role player up front. He's been extremely steady over 6 full seasons.
And Kevin, he gives you a lot of energy and athleticism when he enters the game. He's got the great length with that 7'4" wingspan. But to me, it's not just about having it. It's about the fact that he utilizes it. And it really allows him to get in there and attack the backboard and contest shots.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Screen by Young. Jack passes to Hollis Jefferson. 3-pointer Ellington. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Butler.
Yeah, talking about Gibson, he started 70 games his first year and made the all-rookie team. But thereafter, it had been mostly a 6-man off the bench through last season. It happens, but it's still somewhat unusual for a guy to go backwards like that.
And talking about Gibson, if he ever wants to be seen as a high-level starter, he needs to work on a few things. More bankable moves in the post, a more fluid post game, if you will, and really increased strength and consistency. I think those things will carry him to that starting 5.
And Jack kicks to Lopez. Pass to Johnson. There's the pick. Back to Lopez. To halt the run, and he sinks the layup. Lopez has got 10 points in just the second half.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
And it's Rose penetrating. Here's Dunleavy. And again, no good by Chicago. Nets trail by 19. Johnson outside. He kicks to Lopez. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And the foul on Jarrett Jack. That's his 5th foul.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Taj Gibson. Noah with a screen for Rose. That's a 2 from Butler. And the Bulls with another miss.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Jack's shot is good.
crisp pass into the paint.
And here's Rose. Corner, it's Dunleavy. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Gasol dishes to Dunleavy. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got assist number 8 now on the night. Nets trail by 15. Here's Jack. Here's the dish to Lopez. Another shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Lopez has been great. He's got 24 points and 3 steals. The fourth quarter he's got going right now has been excellent.
And he's really playing with some incredible enthusiasm.
The Bulls leading by 14. And Butler, here we go. That's good. Butler's got 34 points.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
He took good advantage of that screen.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Rose, no good.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Johnson's shot is off.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Noah the screen. Butler from outside. The rebound by Brook Lopez. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 12-4 run. And he gets it to go. And 12 points here for Thaddeus Young.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really. Oh! That athletic.
Yeah. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight-up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. He's got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. During that last break, I heard Lionel Hollins as he addressed his team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Lopez inside, covered by Noah. Good on the shot. And that's now 27 points for Brook Lopez.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
The Bulls leading by 11. Butler goes in, and that one is hammered home.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
There's the pass to Lopez. Great defense that time from Noah. Chicago has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Dishes it to Butler. Noah with a screen on Johnson. Butler kicks it to Noah. He feeds it to Gasol, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Jack passes to Lopez. Here's the screen. Here's Johnson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play. Oh! really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
Shot by Jack, wide open, no good with the triple.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Nets trail by 15.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bulls.
Steve, I agree. You know, I think the attitude was very impressive. And Clark, you talked about this before the game. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. They put a tremendous performance in terms of effort and intensity, and they deserve to win this one.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so this victory tonight will give them the front end of what I believe will be a knockdown, drag-out season series, folks. They win the first of what will be 3 this year against the Nets.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Butler. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
From 13, and it's Young. That time on the assist by Ellington.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Rose with the ball. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that turned.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Derek, congratulations on a great win. What was the major thing that turned...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Jimmy Butler. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
Well, you know, when Butler's on the court, he's going to come at you in all sorts of ways. I mean, defensively, offensively, this guy can just flat out play. Let's not forget he's an all-star, too.
What a special night for him offensively. Anytime you can...
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K.